Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing a bit of a rant video about the Isle of Armor DLC. Now don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the first expansion pass for Pokemon Sword and Shield, but there were a few elements, a couple of features, some things that I did dislike about it. So today I'm going to be going over the top 5 things that I just did not like about the Isle of Armor DLC. If you guys are excited for the video, drop a like down below. If we hit 500 likes, I'll do a video on the things I loved about the Isle of Armor DLC. A nice little bit of positivity instead of some negativity for once. Also, leave a comment with anything that you disliked about the Isle of Armor. Do you agree with my list? Is there something else you didn't like? And subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this here channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, as the first thing that I did not like about the Isle of Armor DLC was how short the story was. When I get a new DLC expansion pass, I'm expecting some nice hours of gameplay, whereas in the Isle of Armor, you can pretty much speed through it within 2 hours. There isn't really any challenges because obviously you can just bring all your old strong Pokemon into the game with you and you just fly through it. There was a couple of cool features like getting the Kubfu and stuff, but unfortunately once you get that, you just go to the tower, you evolve it, you destroy a Vespiquen, and then you battle your rival a couple times, you battle Mustard a couple times, and then that's it. There's not really much more to do after that. Obviously we got the whole battling feature, the sparring, whatever it's called, which was cool. Got a little bit tedious after a while, but it was great for a little bit. You got some nice battle points from it. You get to battle your rival again, you get to battle Mustard again. That's kind of it though. There's not really much to do after that in terms of the story. It was very lackluster in how long it was. It was too easy, and most of it was just going to do errands for Mustard, like collecting mushrooms and stuff. So hopefully the Crown Tundra will have a lot more better things to do in the story, which I'm sure it will, just from the titles that we know about the parts in the Crown Tundra. But for the Isle of Armor, very lackluster in terms of the story and how quickly it was and easy it was to be able to beat it. Coming up next as the second thing that I disliked about the Isle of Armor expansion pass was that everything was shown to us beforehand in trailers. Nothing was data mined, nothing was leaked, so we were expecting to see some new Pokemon, whether that be Galarian forms or legendaries or just simple new Pokemon, and we got nothing because we already saw everything in the trailers. It was so lackluster. I went into it blind and I was so excited to find some new Pokemon. There's just nothing at all. Everything was shown in the trailers. It was so unfortunate, especially because nothing had been leaked or data mined. Obviously that was why the following Pokemon situation was so great, because nobody saw it coming. But at the end of the day, when you see nothing about something, you expect a little bit, but they didn't even give us a sprinkle of new Pokemon, which was very unfortunate. Obviously the Crown Tundra has been data mined and it has pretty much all been leaked, so you can't really say the same to that. We know that obviously we're getting the Calyrex forms, we know there's no new Galarian forms and all that apart from what we've seen, which is fair enough because that has been data mined. But at the end of the day, when nothing is data mined and nothing is leaked, you want a little bit of something. So Isle of Armor was very disappointing in terms of that. Coming up next and claiming the third spot for what I disliked about the Isle of Armor DLC was that there was no level scaling. Now of course we weren't promised this in the slightest. It was kind of the media that did an article about it and they basically said that there was level scaling, so everyone in the community thought there was going to be level scaling, and then when there wasn't, everyone was like, what the hell, Pokemon? Where's my level scaling? But at the end of the day, they didn't tell us there was any level scaling. It was the bloody media that told us it. But at the end of the day, it was very unfortunate. Of course, I know that there are like different levels in terms of like what badges you have and stuff in the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, which is fair enough. But I remember going into the Isle of Armor with my level 10 Slowpoke, hoping to just fight other level 10 Pokemon, coming up against level 60 Abra and getting bodied because there was no level scaling. So that was a little bit unfortunate for me. But as well as this, the game was just made so much easier because you could literally just bring in all of your overpowered level 100 Pokemon and just breeze through the story even quicker. So if you thought the story was quick beforehand, coming in with your ridiculously overpowered team of level 100s is just going to make it that much easier. So it didn't help in terms of making it a harder game or more difficult or anything like that. So yeah, pretty bummed to not see any level scaling. I think it would have made it a lot better, but it is what it is. Coming up next and claiming the fourth spot for what I disliked about the Isle of Armor DLC was the little Diglett minigame quest thing. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a fun concept, and it was cool to try and find all these little Diglets, but seeing as there's about 150 of them, it did get a little bit tedious after a while, and the prizes weren't exactly the best thing in the world. So, for obviously finding 5 Diglets, you got the Alolan Meowth. For finding 10 Diglets, you got a normal Cantonian Slowpoke. For 20 Diglets, you got an Alolan Vulpix. For 30 Diglets, you got an Alolan Sandshrew. For 40 Diglets, you got an Alolan Raichu. For 50, you got an Alolan Marowak. For 75, you got an Alolan Exeggutor. For 100, you either got Rowlet, Litten, or Popplio, depending on your starter, which were hidden ability, to be fair. And then, the big grand prize for finding 150 Diglets across the Isle of Armor was a Diglett. It was Diglett. It was Diglett. So it was a little bit unfortunate doing all of that and then getting a Diglett. I didn't even do it. I saw the prizes and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I still got bloody about 100 odd Diglett just chilling in the Isle of Armor. I just couldn't be bothered to do it. If they gave you something really good, like the hidden ability starters is cool, but I already had them anyway. But for finding 150 Diglett, which is going to take you a solid 5+ hours, it's going to take you longer to find the bloody Diglets than it is to complete the actual Isle of Armor itself, which is kind of funny if you think about it. But yeah, for finding 150 Diglets and only getting a Diglett as a reward, it just wasn't great for me. I felt a little bit robbed if I were going to do that. So hats off to everyone that did it, and obviously the first person that did it and found out the reward probably was a little bit bummed as well. But yeah, definitely a little bit lackluster on the whole Diglett minigame quest kind of thing. So that's something else that I did dislike about the Isle of Armor. Coming up next and claiming the number 5th spot for what I didn't like in the Isle of Armor DLC was, of course, the shiny locked Pokemon. Now, of course, I'm a shiny hunter. I love shiny hunting, and when you see some new Pokemon, you want to go for the shiny. So when the revelation of shiny Kubfu being shiny locked, it was unfortunate. It wasn't great. Obviously, it was cool to get the Galarian Slowpoke and evolve that into a shiny Galarian Slowbro, but Kubfu would have been cool to shiny hunt for as well. So the fact that that was locked was very, very unfortunate. And not only that, something else that I disliked about the whole shiny hunting thing was that I'm pretty sure they didn't fix the encounter method. Now, I don't know if it's broken or what have you, but a lot of people say it is. I don't know, but if it is broken, they should have fixed it in the Isle of Armor. It was a massive update for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it seems that they didn't do anything in regards to that. So I feel like we're just going to be stuck with a broken encounter method, if it is broken, and well, until the next Pokemon games come out, really. So that was also something that was quite unfortunate. Again, I don't know if it is broke, but everybody says it is. So if it is, they should have fixed it, which it seems that they didn't. Finishing things off though, as another quick little thing that I disliked about the Isle of Armor. I didn't want to include this in the top 5 because it's something I like but also dislike at the same time. It's following Pokemon. Now, don't get me wrong before you attack me. I loved the following Pokemon. It was great. It was surprising. Absolutely loved it. The only thing I disliked about it though, that there was no kind of like riding the Pokemon. In Let's Go, it was awesome to ride like your Charizard, your Onix, your Snorlax or whatever. And in the Isle of Armor, I was really, really hopeful that we was going to get something similar to that. But at the same time, all we got was just really slow Pokemon following us that would just never keep up with you, which was a little bit like luster, I guess. It was unfortunate to not be able to ride like the massive Pokemon. But like I said, it was just more of a nitpicking thing. It wasn't something that really upset me or ruined the Isle of Armor for me. None of these did. But at the end of the day, it would have been cool to take it a step further and see you riding some of the bigger Pokemon. I think it would have been really, really cool to see. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But that does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little rant video. I've never really done one of these before, but it was kind of fun to rant about things I dislike. Don't know how well this is going to do. Don't know if you guys are going to jump on me with pitchforks or whatever, or be like, yeah, you know what, it was kind of right. So if you did enjoy the video, drop a like down below. Like I say, if we hit the like goal, I will do a video about the things I loved about the Isle of Armor, because I did love a lot about the Isle of Armor. I thought it was really good. I think I'd give it about a 6 out of 10, which isn't that bad. It's over half. So if you want to hear about things that I love about the DLC, hit that like button. Make sure to leave a comment with anything that you disliked about the Isle of Armor, and if you agree with my list, subscribe if you are brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and peace.